the fuck is up, everybody? It's 11:31 on, what the fuck is it today? I don't even know the date. Jesus. We're already off to an awesome start. How the fuck is everybody doing? How you guys? How are we? I noticed I lost a couple of you in the past week. I want to know why that is. That's interesting. I lost 2 subscribers. That really kind of bummed me out. Is it because I'm doing hella Japanese stuff now? Is that why? Do you guys not give a fuck about Ultraman and Godzilla? That might be it. So I don't have a fucking title. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All I know is I kind of want to do this. I want to continue to do this. I think you guys, whoever the hell is still watching, obviously enjoys a little bit of my rants. That could just be what the fuck it's called, is, you know, ranting with Dan in the fucking car. And we're all going on journeys. What better way than to communicate in a vehicle? Actually, I just found out this shit was illegal, so that's fucked, right? It's okay. I only drive for like 5 minutes to my destination. But we did have a couple of cool anniversaries that are related to Godzilla. I promise I'm not going to talk about Godzilla this whole time. Just to wade the waters out. Again, bro. Fucking talk to me. Who watches this show? Do you watch the whole thing? Like, give me questions. What's going on in your lives, man? You guys debating suicide? Are you expecting? Did you just break up with somebody? Did you just get married? What's going on? Let me know about you, right? Let me know. You got a problem? You want me to solve your problem, fix your problems? I can just be like Dr. Dan, Phil. And we just figure out your problems. Be like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, oh, I can't keep hard for more than 30 minutes at a time, and it just falls off. I don't know. If anybody that dropped off is because we lost PJ, well, you might have a surprise coming up soon. But if you already unsubscribed and you don't fucking watch my show, then I guess you don't really care anyway. And who knows, maybe once he comes back, if he ever comes back, I'll win you back. But I don't know. I don't even put real descriptors or like tags on any fucking videos, so I know that's why nobody even watches this shit. I just like talking too much. I've had an awesome week, though. I had an awesome day at work yesterday, which is something I can't really say too much. Just because who the fuck has awesome days at work, right? But I honestly get excited to go to work every time. I'm like anxious for it because it always, to me at least, it always feels like you're going on a field trip, dude, and it really is. I was doing AV work at this medical conference that's all about urology and PPs and buttholes and bladders and vajayjays, and it's all about fucked up shit. And kidney. There's like a video of some dude with his dick ripped half open, fucking getting worked on and stuff. Like, fucking 4K resolution, bro. Like, damn. I mean, Sony was like one of the sponsors. I don't know how much I can talk about it and the legality. I didn't have to sign an NDA, so I guess I can talk about it. But yeah, it was crazy, dude. And I was the steward, and I've never been a steward before at a job site, and I've only been with the gig for like fucking 2 years, man. Like, I'm going on to my 2nd year right now, so it's weird to have been given that much responsibility, but like Jordan Peterson says, I think giving more responsibility to people is what kind of brings you out of the brink of depression and anxiety and mostly just depression and stuff. So I don't know, if you guys are depressed, fucking get more responsibility, you know, get a pet, get somebody pregnant, fucking, you know, open up a business or start a fucking YouTube show. Because that's the other thing. I'm eyeing my way. This is the only fucking real, like, dilemma that I feel I have in my life, is trying to figure out what the fuck my YouTube show is about. I mean, right now it's mostly about me trying to find a fucking parking spots that I can talk to you guys at, but I don't know. Let's see if hopefully there's nobody in this truck. If there is, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Because I do not like talking on a fucking live video, dude. When there's somebody parked right next to me. We're switching it around. Bam. Unprofessional, but I don't give a fuck. When did we care about professionalism on this fucking show? We're gonna open up some windows. Okay. Oh, I feel a breeze. You hear the birds outside? Listen to that. It's the sound of me not talking. So I imagine anybody that is still subscribing. Oh, look, I got a like. Thank you. Oh, I don't know who liked me, but cheers. But yeah, no, I had a totally cool fucking day yesterday, dude. Filling out paperwork. Which again, I didn't know until I showed up, but met some new interesting characters. Had a good lunch. It was tight, man. It was tight. And a lot of it is about conversating, really. So I think that's what I want to do, man. I want to bring more fucking people in this empty seat. I don't want to just talk to myself half the time. I know I bore some people with Godzilla talk and shit like that, but if you fucking know me by now, you gotta know that I like this stuff. So occasionally I'm gonna bring it up. Do I want every single episode to be about one? Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't know if I want to fit myself into a box. I don't want to fit myself into a niche. So I'm trying to open it up and make it more broad and make it more vague. Fuck, dude, I was watching some of the Tiger Belly podcasts with Bobby Lee and his girlfriend and whoever other fucking comedians on there, and I'm just like, dude, that's it. That's the key, bro. It's conversating. It's having somebody else that you can bounce ideas off of. Because this shit's for the birds. I don't know if there's anybody even awake at 11:30 on a weekday, but who the fuck is gonna watch this shit? You know, so it's, I have to make it more interesting for me. Not to say that you guys aren't interesting, but you guys aren't interesting. I mean, fucking, you'd never say anything. So I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know if it's possible to do that. Like, is that top chat, live chat, hide all chat messages? So yeah, we're gonna say live chat. Is that how you fucking do it? I don't know, man. I don't know so much. But I had to take a day off. I'm about to get a massage after this. Not really, I don't know. I haven't tried it, to be honest. I have not tried it yet. I'm thinking. I always think about it. Every single time I go for a fucking massage. It's just like, because I had to, we're gonna pull up, have a little bit more intimate talk. But yeah, I mean, who the fuck's watching? The CIA, dude? The FBI? I don't even fucking name this with my own name on here, so I don't think I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna incriminate myself. But yeah, creepy talk with Dan. But it wasn't until I talked to an unnamed source who actually experienced doing that. Where, I mean, the whole key is putting the money on the fucking nightstand, you know, before the fucking thing starts. So it's, I mean, you're obviously already paying for something, so it's like you have to come in there with at least maybe $200 worth to spend. And I mean, I don't know. I honestly, the only reason why I do it is because I actually love massages more than I like fucking handies. I mean, I give myself a handy every day, so why the fuck do I need to pay you to give me a handy? I mean, fuck. That and half the fucking broads there fucking like eating fucking raw fish before you even fucking get in. Cause see, I don't even know if I want to go now. Cause the last time I went, I had fucking like, I still have like a lifted lymph node on the side of my fucking neck. And I think it's because these dirty bitches fucking just, you know, after they fucking finish eating or something. I don't fucking know. Is there some like shellfish, crawfish fucking DNA that gets suckered in? And I don't know, dude. I really don't fucking know, man. Anyway, Um, my biggest fear about it is I'm not actually gonna get a massage. I'm just gonna get fucking worked and then like leave. I'm like, oh, I don't get the actual. So I'm not gonna try that because I fucking need to. My posture sucks. Oh. See, two big anniversaries that happened that were related to Godzilla. Godzilla just opened up in Japan. I think today's Saturday, the 19th. So it just opened up in Japan in the last 24 hours. Um, City at the Edge of Battle, I think is what it's called. It's the second anime or CG anime Godzilla movie on Netflix that you can still watch on Netflix, and you can watch dubs, so you don't have to listen to Japanese kids scream in your face. You can like listen to Americans scream in your face. It's 2018. We're not tired of that. But yeah, I'm really juiced for that. It's the one with Mechagodzilla, fresh off of Ready Player One, which I've only seen GIFs of now. It's out of theaters. I couldn't even see Ready Player One. I fucked up. I'm sorry. I fucked up. Ready Player One. So I can't really say much about it other than the Mechagodzilla is it's not my fave. I don't even know if the new one in the anime is, but I think it is just because it is so ugly, you guys. It is the ugliest it's the ugliest robot I've ever fucking seen. I mean, it's so angular and just made out of it looks like a fucking bunch of scaffolding fell off into a pile and then they just called it Godzilla. Like it really just looks like a bunch of fucking this. It just looks like that, dude. Like or like a fucking hand turkey, like a metal hand turkey. That's Mechagodzilla. But I'm fucking excited. I heard one. It's not even really a spoiler review, but they say that, like the first one, there is a big surprise in this movie as well. And then, of course, they announced the title of the third Godzilla anime on Netflix, called the World Eater. And they showed something similar, like a symbol, very fucking similar to a certain three-headed golden dragon that is going to appear. Is it this year? I think, or no, 2019. It's gonna appear in 2019. King Ghidorah. I gotta fuck. It's gonna cost me so much money to buy all these SH Monster arts. Which actually, yeah, there's a new fucking cool SH Monster arts for Godzilla Earth. Godzilla Earth. Fucking. I don't. Well. I think we're going to get into spoilers, and it really hasn't been totally revealed. I think that's going to be revealed in the third movie. But the reason why Godzilla Earth is called Godzilla Earth is I feel that after humanity left, even though now we know with the sequel coming out, there's still like a little bit leftover civilization of humans. So we might even get Mothra again, which... You know, a lot of G fans complain about how Toho always uses Godzilla, Mothra, and Mechagodzilla and King Ghidorah. It's just the same fucking four monsters, even though I counted five, but it's the same fucking four monsters every single fucking generation, right? It started mostly, it's getting windy as fuck. Sorry, hold on, we're gonna... Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do that. God forbid I have shitty sound design on this fucking episode. Wait, what is going on here? Okay, never mind. We're good. I got my one like. Thank you, one like person. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know if it said who it was. But yeah, Toho's really at the end of the day, the four top kaiju of the Godzilla universe is definitely Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. That's it. I mean, out of those four, you start getting a little bit more obscure. Maybe Rodan for sure. but that's just kind of the most appealing, the most marketable, the most profitable monsters, and we're always going to get it. However, well, I personally don't feel that as long as it's different iterations every single time. So obviously you have the original first appearances, which are known as the Showa iterations. Then in the 90s, they were the Heisei, which granted, Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Godzilla have not all four been in a movie. So if they do a movie in the third one, and if we get all four of those in a movie, that'll be the first time all four of them have been in the same fucking movie. You can kind of nitpick with it and say, well, it was both Mechagodzilla movies in the 70s. In Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the very, very beginning, the priestess has a prophetic dream or a nightmare, and it literally shows. I hope you didn't hear my stomach growl just now. I didn't eat breakfast. That distracted me. But yeah, in the first 5 minutes, she had a prophetic nightmare, and it showed King Ghidorah destroying a city, destroying Tokyo. And then they never touched it on again because the whole fucking main battle was Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla and King Caesar. So what the fuck was that about? I mean, they had another monster, Anguirus, which Mechagodzilla like broke his jaw and shit. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck. There was a random King Ghidorah. So technically, they've been in the same movie, but they've never fucking fought each other. The sequel showed. What did it show? I think it was Rodan, Manda, King Ghidorah, and maybe I think that was it. But there was another like hypothetical prophetic nightmare scenario dream. So it just showed little stock footage, fucking kind of like the Brady Bunch opening, where it just like all these little Godzilla bunch. So yeah, King Ghidorah made a fucking cameo, you can say, in both versions of Mechagodzilla movies in the 70s. In 1990, I believe, I want to say either 2 or 3, was Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. And the main monsters was obviously Godzilla. He had little Godzilla, little baby Godzilla in that one. So they were kind of remaking Minya, or Son of Godzilla. It had Rodan, both in the beginning, and then Fire Rodan at the end. And obviously you had Mechagodzilla and Super Mechagodzilla, which they had this war maser bird called the Garuda that fucking like attached to the back of Super Mechagodzilla and had like the cannons out. And fucking, I gotta have more fucking action figures. I have such bad OCD though. I'm like, dude, I don't want to bring $100 fucking action figure to the fucking show and then just be like, I don't know. We can do it. Hello, viewer. Who are you? I don't know. Hope you're having a good day. We're talking about the sequel to the Godzilla anime movie and kind of a little bit of the history of Mechagodzilla, fresh off the heels of Ready Player One, which I still haven't seen. But yeah, in the Heisei Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 movie, it's a sequel to Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, and at the end of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, it was Mecha King Ghidorah, and they both tussled and fell off into the ocean, and they found the corpse of Mecha King Ghidorah, and they fucking rebuilt, or they didn't rebuild, they what's it called, reverse engineered it in order to make first the Garuda, which they scrapped, they built, and then they were like, yeah, we're not gonna throw that on Godzilla, he's gonna fucking eat it. And then they made Mechagodzilla, which obviously both of them combine. If you remember way back in the early 90s, even though we didn't see that movie, it wasn't released until after the 98 Godzilla fucking shitty Matthew Ferris Bueller debacle. The only good thing about that movie is it brought more Godzilla merchandise over to the West. But we had that cool like Trendmasters line of Godzilla toys, and they had like G-Force and They or Godzilla Wars was another one. So they had Space Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla. They were all the Heisei 1990 series designs, but it's just the movies themselves weren't released in America officially at that point. So it was kind of weird. It kind of confused me a little bit as a kid, but I got that shit straight. So yeah, after that, the Mechagodzilla didn't show up for another like fucking 15 years, and it was Godzilla X Mechagodzilla, which I don't really care for that much. It really just had fucking Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla was built out of the original bones of the first 1954 Godzilla, and fucking they covered it in a bunch of metal and missiles, and then it went crazy, kind of like an Ava unit in the beginning, and then they wound up piloting it and using it to blow a huge fucking giant chunk of fucking flesh off of Godzilla's chest. And then it wasn't until the next movie that I personally feel is one of my easily top 5 G flicks, which is Tokyo SOS, or Godzilla X Mothra X Mechagodzilla Tokyo SOS. But the introduction of another fucking monster, I feel is always way more interesting, especially if we've already seen it happen. Fucking Godzilla fought Mechagodzilla 3 separate times before Godzilla X Mechagodzilla, so now you've seen him 4 fucking times. I don't want to see that 5 times just a solo fight. So that's why it was cool that they had Mothra in both the moth form and the larva form. I fucking love that movie. I love a lot about it. I love that Godzilla design. He has a giant like fucking scar on his chest. Like for the first time, you actually had a battle damaged Godzilla, which was really fucking cool, dude. I always want them to kind of redo that. You might be able to like make like a scar in his eye, fucking have a one-eyed Godzilla. There's a dick joke in there that I don't know if I'm gonna bring up. But yeah, I love that fucking. Oh, it was really cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the fucking Mechagodzillas before. The only 2 soundtracks that I really like were the Heisei Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 and Terror of Mechagodzilla, both done by Akira Ifukube, that you guys can googly and you can listen to if you aren't already pumped for this new Godzilla flick. So that was big news that happened this past weekend. It's probably going to take us about 2 months for Funimation and Netflix. Is it Funimation? I don't know if it's Funimation, but it's gonna take a little bit for Netflix. Yeah, it's just Netflix. It's gonna take Netflix a minute to give us the voiceover, and obviously it's still playing in theaters right now in fucking Japan. So who knows? With all this new digital frontier of content, we might wind up. They did that for Annihilation, which is a fantastic fucking really cool original science fiction movie that came out this year. But yeah, no, that came out on Netflix overseas everywhere else, but only came out in theaters here. So that would be really cool. Actually, no. There's well, it was a year ago. This week we had, or not a year ago, in 2014. Fucking 4 years ago, we had the first reboot American Godzilla by Legendary Pictures, or Warner Brothers. So yeah, that's all I'll say about that movie, because I don't really fucking care for it. The designs of the monsters and the special effects were cool, but it really kind of fucking did not feel. I guess towards the end it felt like a real Godzilla movie, but I don't know. The sequel's gonna be better, folks. You got Gareth Edwards doing his Star Wars shit. Get him the fuck out of the Godzilla wheelhouse. And let's fucking, what's his name? Shane Doherty? Ah, fucking, I gotta do better research. I'm sorry, I didn't bring notes. Just because I didn't want to. I still want to fucking see what your guys' opinions are. I still want to do a show with somebody else or with a lot of other people and kind of interview really interesting people. That's really what I want to do. It's just nobody's fucking available because I don't have a reliable schedule. And I'm either always working when somebody else is, or they're working when I'm not. And it's just fucking... We'll figure it out, folks. And I guess I'll bring more fucking toys into my car and just be that guy. I swear, that's... It's gonna be really weird if, you know, somebody pulls up next to me and I'm just like, look at this. That's what happened in the last one, in the Red Man one. Somebody pulled up right next to me and I just kind of was like a little bit... It's sad. It was really sad. This video's kind of sad too. All of them are, really. All post PJ episodes of the show have been a little bit sadder. So hopefully we can change that. Yeah, no. There's this cool interview that came out with the Toho spokesman over in Japan. And there's been some interesting news, because over in Japan they had a special rights contract deal with Legendary, aka Warner Brothers, and you couldn't necessarily have an American and a Japanese Godzilla movie coming out in the same year. So they kind of had to switch off. What's up? My homegirl is trying to call me, but I'm doing a live show. I'm sorry. I will call you back. I promise. And then you'll probably not fucking pick up your phone because you'll be mad. But whatever. I'm sorry. I tried reaching out to like 3 different people before I cut this episode. And I figured as soon as I start cutting this episode, people are going to call me back. So that happens. I don't know if she wants to be a surprise guest on this fucking YouTube video. What would you do if fucking you just called somebody and they picked up and you did not know that whole conversation was being recorded live on YouTube, and you can fucking... Yeah, that's we're not getting sued on this show. But yeah, you can't have a Japanese and Godzilla movie coming out in the same fucking year. Just, I guess it wouldn't be good. Well, they want the movie to come out in its respective country, make as much money at the box office as possible, both local, you know, domestic, and then foreign markets. And then they want to see how good the DVD and merchandise sales are. So it takes about a year. Honestly, it takes about a year and a half for everything to get finalized and for that movie to have kind of passed in order for the baton to get passed back. But that's the cool thing going on right now with the Godzilla brand, with the property, is you have 3 independent fucking versions of the same kaiju going on at virtually the same time frame. You got the American Godzilla with the big fat thighs, the thyroid problem Godzilla, and then you have Shin, which is definitely, I feel, the better of the 2 live action Godzillas, even though both of them are in CG. Actually, all 3 of them are in CG, because my favorite is Godzilla Earth, and that's the anime. That's my I really have to say, I've been rewatching the first anime movie, going to and fro from work, and dude, that's... I think that's probably my favorite version of Godzilla that's ever been done. It really is. That and Shin. Those are my 2. I'm not just a mark, guys. Okay, there's been other versions of I like the Millennium design and the Tokyo SOS design. I don't fucking like all Godzilla designs equally. There's only about 5 that I really like, and there's been a lot of fucking shitty ass designs of Godzilla too. I just rewatched Godzilla vs. Megalon this week with my buddy Tony, and fucking that's one of the worst, to my opinion, fucking Godzilla designs. when he starts looking like Pepe the Frog and fucking he's like, you know, derpy and got the, I don't care for that. Probably got up to like Invasion of the Astro Monster, and then I don't like any other fucking designs of Godzilla from the 70s. I only like the 50s, 60s, and fucking 90s, and I don't even like the Final Wars design that much, because it didn't look that interesting to me. But yeah. What was this cat saying about the whole disputes of Warner Brother? Not disputes, but the licensing agreement is that we won't see a true sequel to Shin Godzilla until 2021. That's just a fact. So because you're gonna get in 2019 is Godzilla 2, King of the Monsters, with the American versions of Rodan, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, which we should be getting a trailer sometime this summer. I really feel that around Comic-Con we should be getting a fucking legit trailer for that. At least a teaser, you guys. Good God. But I think that one's gonna fucking blow the fuck up. Just because that's what we wanted. We wanted that from the beginning. I didn't want spider orangutan, you know, cockblock Godzilla. I didn't fucking plan for that. I wanted the original fucking monsters. So, yeah, that's going to be cool to look forward to. But then in 2020, so fucking the sequel is coming out a year after. They're pulling a fucking Avengers on us. The sequel to Godzilla 2 is going to be in 2020, and it's going to be King Kong vs. Godzilla. Who the fuck isn't going to watch that? So then it's going to have to be a year after that before we can even get into production of the next iteration of Godzilla movies. And I think the anime series is going well, at least on Netflix, and I don't know. And in Japan, they did a lot of cool marketing for it. They made a fucking big old fake head and put that over the theater on opening day. I don't think it made that much money. The first one didn't, at least. Mostly because it's anime, and Shin Godzilla was so fucking big. It changed the fucking course of the country, dude. It really just did. It was a cultural phenomenon. It was probably as big. It was as big in Japan as like Black Panther was in America, about culture, and it really spoke to multi generations, and it had a lot of resonance for sure. I think Black Panther probably was a little bit bigger, maybe. I don't know. Well, because Black Panther didn't win the fucking Academy Award, y'all. Shin Godzilla did. So it won 11 Academy Awards, actually. So fuck that. Although we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, so that was well, okay. One last piece of Godzilla information, and then I'm gonna jump back to what is it? I'm gonna talk about Solo. I'm gonna talk about Venom, and I'm gonna talk about Deadpool 2. And that's pretty much it. Then we're just gonna wrap up. I'm gonna get a fucking massage, and I get to call everyone back. So it's gonna be kind of a shorty. 30 minutes, might get to about 40. Definitely no more than 45. So yeah, last bit of Godzilla information is the big wig over at Toho this past week said that instead of Shin Godzilla 2, he wants to do a world of monsters, just like the Showa versions, right? In the Showa universe, they made Godzilla, and then 1 year after that, they made Godzilla Raids again. A year later, they made Varan. Then a year later, they made Rodan. Then a year later, they made Mothra. And then they made King Kong vs. Godzilla. And then they made Godzilla vs. Mothra. And then they made Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, which brought Mothra, Godzilla, and Rodan together. So that was, it was, I think Universal Studios monster movies was probably the first true shared universe, but right after is definitely the Toho Showa Godzilla movies, dude. All of them did have the same. There was a lot of monsters that you didn't even know were really in the same continuity until Destroy All Monsters. That was the big fucking. I think that was like the 8th or 9th Godzilla movie, and so they had a fucking. They had at least 9 giant monsters in that movie, 2 of which didn't do a motherfucking thing. But look at you. The rest of them did. So that was probably the most interesting thing to me, is that we're gonna expand the universe of Shin Godzilla. So this cat wants to make like a solo Mothra movie. He wants to make a solo Rodan movie, even a solo King Ghidorah movie, possibly, before they wind up making a true sequel to Godzilla, which that from the sounds of it, that's kind of what he wants. We all know you don't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. Oh, I'm probably gonna get flagged now because I just fucking sang a song. Whatever, YouTube. Fucking PewDiePie still has a channel, so fuck off. Okay. Did I ever talk about, I don't know if I ever talked about Venom. I think the 2 trailers that we've had for Venom look like ass. They're shit. Venom looks cool, but the movie itself does not seem interesting to me at all. I did just buy the fucking $4.99 first issue of Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's Venom reboot or relaunch, whatever. So I'm a huge Venom fan, but that movie got a lot to prove, man. I hope it's still gonna be rated R. As far as I know, Woody Harrelson's gonna be Cletus Cassidy. I don't know if we're gonna have him turn into Carnage, but I think that would be kind of cool to have Carnage versus Venom. After Avengers Infinity War, I think you can explain Spider-Man's absence. So, and by the way, fuck off for your spoiler shit, because you know what? If you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War by now, you're a fake fucking fan. So I don't want to hear anything about that. Maybe that's why I'm losing subscribers, is because I cuss you guys out all the time. I don't know. You're still with me. Yeah, Venom has a lot to prove, dude. It has a lot to fucking prove, for me anyway. I'm not gonna watch Solo. I don't think there should have been a Solo movie. I don't even think there should have been a Rogue One movie. But no matter what, after Last Jedi, that's the last Star Wars movie I'm ever gonna fucking pay for, because that ruined my... It ruined any excitement I had for any other fucking Star Wars movie, both in the past and in the fucking present and in the fucking future. I really don't care anymore. I don't care. You wrapped it up, you finished it, cool. I think it's just done for me. Let the new kids, let the fucking other fans enjoy it. More power to you, bro. If you love that movie and if you love everything else, that's cool. That was the one thing I would have fucking said to Mark Hamill if I actually could talk to him without him sicking his Yorkshire puppy on me. But I hated that movie. Like, that killed my fucking Star Wars thing. And I kind of think that did with Mark Hamill too. I think Mark Hamill did not like that movie. I hope he didn't. It's a terrible movie. And his character definitely got the short end of the stick, I think, of a lot of stuff. I don't know. What's the deal with just making our heroes old fucking curmudgeon-y, bitchy fucking assholes? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the real Harrison Ford. It doesn't mean every single fucking character Harrison Ford's ever played has to be a curmudgeon-y old asshole. And it doesn't mean you have to make Luke Skywalker Harrison Ford squared and just make him, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck off with all that shit. But I feel that a lot of my own personal fans, both in the Godzilla franchise and genre, and the Western fans is what I'm talking about. But there's this stinky, shitty attitude of like, oh, well, if you're not 50 years old and didn't see it when I fucking did, and if you didn't see the old stuff in theaters, then you're not a real fan. You're a young punk fucking kid. I'm just gonna suck the dick of nostalgia. Like, fuck off with that, man. Fuck you. I don't need that shit. I don't need to be friends with old ass fucking white men that think the fucking shit that I like is garbage and the shit that they like is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I had a lot of, I don't know. I personally feel that my opinions and a lot of other things are very divisive. Absolutely. And I don't know. Fuck it. That's just how it's gonna be, dude. It's just how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna try and change my opinions. I'm not gonna try and be PC or fucking corporate and try and be fake with you guys, with anybody in my life, dude. This is what you get. This is straight up what you get. You're not getting anything fucking different. So there's nothing different between any interactions of people unless I put my penis in you. You know what I'm saying? So there's always that. No, I'm not gay. Before I get those weird fucking fan fiction fucking fan letters that I don't get. What does that say about me that I want to have gay fan fiction fan letters even though I don't have any fan letters? I don't know what that means, but I don't know. Nobody watches this fucking show anyway. I'm not even gonna fucking title it anymore. I'm just gonna have like question mark. No, I'll fix it later, but I'll think of a cool title. I kind of want to just cut these, sit on it, and then come up with a cool title later, so that way you can either see my live shit live, or eventually I'll figure out what the fuck it's called, and then I'll try and put the tags and the descriptors and stuff. But yeah, no, Solo. Speaking of gay shit, they made Lando bisexual or pansexual, so that means you fuck anything, right? Because bisexual is only male and female. I would imagine you can have transgendered folk get fucked in between too, because, I mean, I don't know. Are you guys that fucking different than male and female that you have to see? It's like, I don't understand. Oh, God. But I think pansexual means, so like, that means Lando's probably fucking Chewbacca. He's probably fucking the fucking racial stereotype dude that he hung out with in Empire Strikes Back. He could fuck the Bosk lizard man. Like, he just fucks everything. It's just, hey, this deal gets better and better all the time. Like, I don't know. Apparently Lando gets it on with goddamn everybody. The sassy blue elephant dude at Jabba's palace. Fucking, hey man, I got a gig to go to, man. That fucking guy. What was that from? Robot Chicken. That shit was fucking hella funny. Hold on, let me turn my car on real quick. Have some air on. For as windy as it is, man, this motherfucker gets stuffy as shit. Hopefully that's not too loud. I don't have the phone on an air vent, so you shouldn't be able to hear me. And we're already getting to the 43-minute category. So, it's not Lando Calrissian sexuality that makes me not want to see Solo. It's definitely The Last Jedi. But I don't think that looks good. What do you think? Is there any still fucking Star Wars fans that watch my show and would care to elaborate? I don't know. What's the other one? Deadpool 2. I guess I'm going to see it. I wasn't really excited for that one either, but a buddy of mine said that the after credits thing is like the most fucking crazy shit of all time, so who fucking knows? Yeah, I could kind of care less for it. Even though I own the Blu-ray, the first Deadpool, I enjoyed the first Deadpool, but Deadpool the character nor the film is one of my personal favorites. It just really isn't. I guess it's helped make more rated R movies. Again, going back to Venom, I hope Venom's really going to be rated R because of the success of Deadpool. But, I don't know. Were those the big three? I think those are the big three movies, right? Venom, Solo, and Deadpool Dose. Let me know what you guys thought about that shit. Give me your fucking recommendations. Ask me a Godzilla question. Ask me something else. I don't know. I hope this show has been interesting. I hope you enjoy my fucking rambling. I know that I have to make an episode every week. I just want to. I want to get to a point where I've made 100 YouTube videos and I could be like, tight. Nobody, fucking 5 people are still watching at that point. I don't know. Don't forget to like this video. Please fucking comment. Don't be a piece of garbage. Share this with somebody you don't like. Share it with somebody you love. Share it with everybody. I don't know. I want my fucking videos to go more viral than California's fucking STD problem. So fucking put a rubber on, you motherfuckers.